Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another brand new video. I hope you guys are all doing well today. So, of course, today I want to give you guys a update on what is happening with Bitcoin, show you guys a fair few new charts for Bitcoin for the next upcoming few months, because I really do believe, guys, end of this year in 2023, okay? And you guys know this, right? If you guys have in fact been watching my videos for a fair bit now, then you guys would know that I've been mentioning, right, that I really do see a 50k at least, okay, at least a 50k Bitcoin, okay. So I really do believe sometime end of this year in 2023, I do in fact see Bitcoin reaching at least $50,000 or slightly even over 50k towards the end of this year, okay. And the reason, in fact, a chart that I want to show you guys that we could potentially see Bitcoin reach that price target for end of this year in 2023. But before we get into that, guys, I just want to quickly give you guys an update on what is happening with Bitcoin right now. So you guys clearly see Bitcoin right now is still holding at $26,000. Let's go to the 1 hour time frame, and you guys clearly see yesterday we did in fact see Bitcoin slightly pumping, and altcoins were in fact pumping as well yesterday, right? Yesterday we did in fact see some momentum in the crypto market, right? And today everything's still holding, pretty strong, I must say. But you guys can see Bitcoin right now still holding strong at $26,000, currently at 26,100. Yesterday it was literally at around 26,700, somewhere around there. And you guys clearly see it is in fact having a slight drop. But right now Bitcoin is still holding strong at $26,000. So that's really all that matters. Okay, so it's still at this level. You guys clearly see that. We know Bitcoin has in fact been consolidating for over a week now, ever since we had that drop. So it's still holding pretty strong. You guys clearly see the crypto market today is slightly down. Okay, pretty much 1%. And you guys clearly see for the past 24 hours, Bitcoin is down 1%. Same with Ethereum. And yes, you guys clearly see a fair few altcoins today are still, holding, but some of them are in fact, majority of them actually are in fact slightly dropping. And Chainlink today is down 4%, 4.5%. Okay, so it's a great day to buy some more Chainlink. It seems like still currently holding at $6. But yeah, you guys can see for the past 24 hours, a fair few altcoins are in fact dropping, right? Because yesterday we were in fact seeing a fair few altcoins, majority of altcoins, slightly pumping, and it seems like today it is in fact going back down. But that is okay. Okay, everything's still holding strong in my opinion. And you guys clearly see the fear and greed index today is currently still in fear mode, so it's still holding at 39. Yesterday it was in fact holding at 41, so it's gone down slightly, but we are still in fear mode. So it seems like a lot of investors are still feeling sort of fearful right now, okay, ever since we had that drop for the crypto market. Now let's get into these charts. You guys can see a very, very clear support level for Bitcoin, okay, right now. Okay, so Bitcoin is in fact holding this support level, and yes, maybe not for long, right? Maybe not for long. If Bitcoin obviously breaks down this support level, then we're going to see Bitcoin potentially drop further down to the downside. Okay, and I'm pretty sure we can all agree on that one. And a lot of people, it seems like they want Bitcoin to drop to like 20k. That's what I'm seeing here. Okay, that's what I'm seeing here, guys. You know what I mean? Like every single time, guys, I go on Twitter, everyone's talking about they want to see a 20k Bitcoin. And maybe, right, a lot of people want Bitcoin to reach that price target. Okay, it's because maybe when Bitcoin a couple of months ago was in fact at 20k, they missed that opportunity. Okay, they literally missed that opportunity on buying Bitcoin at that price target of 20k. Okay, so it's understandable, guys, right? But I've been telling you guys many times, if you missed that opportunity on buying Bitcoin at 20k or even below 20k a couple of months ago, you can buy Bitcoin right now at 26k at this level. You know what I mean? It's a great investment right now. We're still in the buy zone. Okay, we really are. We should be accumulating as much as we possibly can. We should be, at least DCAing, okay, into, Bitcoin and crypto, right? So I've been telling guys that, many, many times, especially, right now, because it's a great long-term investment for Bitcoin specifically, right? We all know that. So yes, Bitcoin is holding a very, very strong support level right now. Yes, clearly see that. We know the halving is coming, guys. Okay, 83%. Okay, halving progress is now at 83%. So next year, April, okay, of 2024, April 2024 is going to be the next halving. Okay, and we know, guys, every single time we have the halving, this is where Bitcoin has the next bull run, pretty much, right? So this is where Bitcoin really tends to pump the most, okay, and of course reaches a new all-time high, right? And we will obviously enter the next bull market. So 2024 is going to be a very, very interesting year for Bitcoin and crypto, right? So I really want you guys to, be prepared for that right now. It may not seem too good right now for, Bitcoin and crypto. It seems sort of boring right now. I understand that, right? But understand, guys, literally in the next few months, okay, like 8 months or so, everything's going to look so much better than where it's going to be, than where it is right now, right? So please understand that, guys. So the halving progress right now is coming at 83%. So that's always great. And understand that means the next bull run is in fact about to happen, guys. So yes, right now, short term, it may not look all pretty for Bitcoin and whatnot, but I'm telling you guys right now, in the next upcoming few years, of course, I'm talking about 2024 and of course specifically 2025. Those years are going to be some amazing years for Bitcoin and crypto. Understand we're all the way down here, right? At the support level right now, where this green circle is. This is where we are right now. And understand, in the next upcoming, few years, okay, like 2 years, this is where Bitcoin is going to be heading. Of course, it's going to easily reach back up to its previous highs and reach a new all-time high. Okay, this is what I want you guys to understand, right? It's a long road ahead of us, okay? That's what I want you guys to understand. So obviously, buying Bitcoin right now at this level of $26,000, and we know Bitcoin's going to easily reach, 100K to 150, to maybe even 200K, right, in the next bull market. Okay, so that's why I've been telling you guys, it's a great buy right now for Bitcoin. We know Bitcoin is nowhere near back up to its previous all-time highs. We're still in bear conditions. Okay, so understand that, guys, right? So a long road is ahead of us, guys, for the next Bitcoin bull run. Okay, so that's why I've been telling you guys it may seem boring right now while we're all the way down here, but understand, literally in the next upcoming few years, okay, not long now, we're gonna see Bitcoin absolutely have a massive bull run. Okay, so please understand that, guys. Just like what we saw back in 2020, right, when we're all the way down here, a lot of people thought, this is boring. What's going to happen with Bitcoin? And then boom, literally a couple months later, the bull run started to happen. That's the same exact thing that we're seeing right now for Bitcoin. So please understand that, guys. All right, so be excited for that. Okay, now this is what I really, really wanted to show you guys. Okay, so you guys can see, okay, June, October correction and accumulation mode. Year-end target is 50K. So it seems like Stock Money Lizards is predicting as well that we will potentially see a 50K Bitcoin. And understand, guys, right? When we are in fact in the recovery mode, when Bitcoin has officially reached a bottom and is slowly recovering up to the upside, right? It does in fact, have downtrends and then it will just pump out of nowhere. This is exactly what Bitcoin is doing. This is not the first time that we have seen Bitcoin do this. Back in 2016, that's what it did, right? It was forming this very slow downtrend and then it pumped out of nowhere. And then 2019, same thing, right? It was forming this very, very slow downtrend, had a massive drop, and then it pumped out of nowhere, broke the resistance lines, right? So will we potentially see the same thing for Bitcoin this year in 2023? Yes, potentially, okay? And I'm telling you guys this right now, we know Bitcoin, if I just show you guys here on TradingView, we know Bitcoin, let me just get rid of this now. We know Bitcoin has in fact been forming these new highs for 2023. You know what I mean? Throughout this year in 2023, we have in fact been seeing Bitcoin pumping from its previous low, which was all the way down here. Bitcoin did in fact reach 50K to 16K. We know that, right? And then ever since early of January, we've seen Bitcoin pump. Okay, and ever since then, right, Bitcoin has just been pumping. You guys can just clearly see that, right? Pump right here, and a pump right here. And yes, a fair few times we did in fact have some downtrends, right? And that's exactly what is happening right now. But understand, guys, we're gonna see another pump, right? That's what I want you guys to understand. It's a clear, very, very clear pattern right now going on for Bitcoin. So eventually Bitcoin, yes, it's going to drop. Maybe it's going to drop further down to the downside, but understand it's going to eventually pump back up, guys, and it's going to have another leg up, right, to the upside. So that's what I want you guys to, really, really, understand here. So we will potentially see Bitcoin break this resistance line and pump further up to the upside. It's going to reach up to 32K. I told you guys many times, once we actually do in fact see Bitcoin reach 32K to over 32K, that's when it's going to just continue to rally up to 35 to 40 potentially, right? And it's just going to continue to go on from there. Okay, but I'm telling you guys right now, we know that this month in August, we will potentially end off this month in the reds. Obviously August has not been a great month for Bitcoin so far. And of course we know September, right? September is not a great month for Bitcoin. We know that Bitcoin doesn't, perform that great in the month of September, which is next month. So I'm not expecting Bitcoin to pump as much next month in September, but October is actually a great month for Bitcoin. Okay, and you guys can see here, October actually says it right here. So I'm expecting October to, when we see Bitcoin actually pump. But who knows, guys? We might actually see September pump. But literally 6 years in a row in the month of September, Bitcoin has not been performing that great. So next month, I'm not expecting too much for Bitcoin, right? So that's that, guys. But understand, end of 2023, I do in fact see a 50K Bitcoin. I do still see Bitcoin reaching at least $50,000 towards the end of this year. Okay, I really, really do, guys. Right now, long term, right? 98K, yes, very possible. We might actually potentially see that. This is what this chart is saying here. We might actually potentially see Bitcoin reach at least $98,000, pretty much 100K. Sorry. Towards 2024, right? So we might actually see that for Bitcoin reaching, $100,000 by the year 2024. And I think, yes, that is very, very possible. Maybe towards the end of the year in 2024. And some people are saying, even before the halving, we might actually see Bitcoin reach 100K. That's what people are saying, right? But we will see. I don't know about that one. And of course, right, once the actual bull run does in fact happen for Bitcoin, yes, 200K is very, very possible. And I've been, mentioning this a fair few times. 200K to 250 to maybe even 300K is possible for Bitcoin. Okay, and it seems like I'm not the only one that's predicting here that Bitcoin will potentially reach $300,000 in the next bull market, right? So you guys can see it says right here, are you mentally prepared for $300,000 Bitcoin? Okay, and you guys can see we're in fact in an accumulation phase right now, and the next bull run is in fact about to happen. Okay, so yes, we might actually potentially, like, who actually really knows, where Bitcoin's new all-time high is going to be, where Bitcoin's new top is going to be for the next, bull market. But personally, I do in fact see Bitcoin reaching at least 200K or even over 200K in the next bull market. That is just my personal prediction, guys. You guys can let me know in the comments below what is your personal predictions, but that is my personal price prediction for Bitcoin in the next bull market, of course, 2025. So guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. Give thumbs up and of course subscribe to the channel if you guys have not yet already. I really would appreciate that. More videos will in fact be coming your way. I will in fact be going live later on today as well, so stay tuned for that, and I'll catch you guys all in my next video. Have a good one, guys.